Hey world, it's Island Gone Viral. Let's keep you up to date on what's happening in Jamaica and other parts of the world. We give you our views while you comment yours. If you're new to this channel, thanks for stopping by. And while you're here, why not subscribe so you can get the latest as we upload. Comment your thoughts down below and like and share. We did a recorded interview with this mother who tells us of her story, how her son was stolen from her 29 years ago. So just continue watching so you can listen to her story. So we're here and we're gonna speak to Nicola, right? That's right? Nicolene Donor.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna speak to Nicolene Donor, and she has a story that she wants to share, and she needs some assistance. So you can just listen her story, and after listening her story, then we'll talk on what she wants you to assist her with. So go ahead, Miss Donor.
Okay. As it was said earlier, my name is Nicolene Downer. I am a grieving mother who has been grieving the loss of her son for at least 29 years. In a few months, I will be saying it's 29 years since I'm grieving the loss of my son. Not that the loss is by death, but rather he was stolen from me in a very rather I don't even have words. He was stolen from me in a way that I can't find the word really in one word to say what it is, but there's a word for it. But it's like in 1991, I got pregnant when I was 14 years old. I was left alone with that pregnancy by relatives that later down in the pregnancy forced me to go and live with the father of this pregnancy that later led to his arrest. And
so, 1 minute, Miss Donor. And as she said before, if you did not hear, she was saying she was 14 years old, and that's why the person got arrested, because in Jamaica, that is statutory rape. We do videos pertaining to other countries. So Miss Donor is from Jamaica, and this happened in Jamaica. So you can go ahead, Miss Donor.
Yes. It happened in Jamaica in the St. Catherine region. And my child was born the 21st of August 1991. And the unfortunate incident took place October of 1991. My baby father was arrested because I was underage, and I was taken to a girls' home in the Kingston area, and in less than a week later, I was removed from this particular girls' home by the same officers that brought me there, leaving my child behind. And I haven't seen my child since. I haven't seen my child since the 18, 15, 16, 17, from about the 21 of October 1991. I have not blessed my eyes back on my son. I tried in many ways. Back in those days, we didn't have cellular phone. We didn't have social media. We didn't have so much popularity technology-wise. But there were a few ways via computer that we could go about, and persons were doing just that for me. But there was no such luck in in finding any valid information or even a trace close to my child. But in 2001, when I was in Jamaica, still I was at my workplace and listening to a talk show on the radio. The topic of the day on the program that day was about how and who can become adopted parents or foster parents or foster parent. And I decided that I would just try to call in on that program and voice my story of my child and my situation and see what happens there, of which I did, and I got through to the program. And on the program, the host of the program said on here that you take my number off here when they take a commercial break. If anybody hear my story, could call the producer, and based on their conversation, my number will be issued out to this person or these persons. Before that commercial break that the host of the program took that day in 2001, before that commercial break would end, somebody called the radio program and got my number and called me. I had to end my conversation on the radio to speak to this person who identified himself to me as a prominent position person in the children's division of the government. And he told me he was listening to my program, to my story on the radio program, and he located my story at once. He located my child, he located everything. He didn't wish to disclose it on the phone, so we had to make an appointment to meet each other, of which I did. When I went to meet with him, he brought to my knowledge a newspaper with smelling new, like money where the bank just print, and I know that couldn't be a paper from 1991 or not in the 90s. Because it shouldn't white and pretty and smell new. It should be browned. And we had a verbal discussion till I finally calmed down. And
so you guys had a disagreement because the paper looked new.
Yes.
Okay. What was his reason for the paper being new?
His reason for the paper being new is that he wanted to show me that they made an effort over the years to find me or relatives of me, to contact them, but there was no such reaction to that article that they printed out in the newspaper, which I still don't buy to date.
Okay, because the paper still wouldn't be new. This paper would look old or it would look pale or something like that.
Yes, and that wasn't the case, but he explained to me that why it wasn't new.
Why it was new?
Why it was new? Because he went to the newspaper company and had them go back in those years.
Okay, they did a reprint.
Yes, and reprinted it so he could have it to show me up on our meeting, but that wasn't of my interest at all, because he specifically told me in the circumstances that I was placed in the government home, with my child. Legally, they have no permission to give my child away. They maybe would have legal rights to place that child in a foster home, but not for adoption.
So he was basically saying because no you nor none of your family member came for the child, they gave the child up for adoption.
Yes.
Let me ask you one
to
question before you go further on in your story. What was the reason the police took you from the nursing home so you had to leave the baby?
Okay, they told me that the presiding judge that will be sitting the Sagittarius rape case of my baby daddy needs a and it is 3:30 that very day of the morning. I got the phone call from the police woman, and they told me that because there is a baby home in a nursery is in the girls' home, the rules of someone leaving the premises with a baby, you have to have a paper signed and sealed by the director of the nursery, meaning you have permission to leave with a child. And because it was a sudden request from the court to see me, they didn't get the time to print such a paper. So I can't take the baby with me, and I should not worry. I will be finishing no time and be back close to my child. I don't say with the baby because they take the baby to the nursery, and as a nursing mom, a baby born in 23rd of August. I'm not even 23rd of October yet. And yeah, me see me baby every 2 days. I'm no sick. Me baby no sick. Me no gone mad in my head. I'm not losing my mind. And I only saw my baby twice.
So did you ask?
I didn't receive a valid motive why I only see my baby twice per week. It should be, even though I didn't done a whole week there before I was subsequently removed from my child.
Yes. So you said this happened in October. So the baby was basically about 3 months or 2 months there.
No, he wasn't fully 2 months because it happened on the 15th of October, and before the 23rd of October, I'm long gone from my child. So
okay, so was the baby being breastfed?
Yes.
So right there, that makes no sense because if you're breastfeeding a child, how can the mother only see the child for 2 or 3 days? You're breastfeeding. What does that child eat in 2 or 3 days that you're apart from the child?
Yeah, I understand. But I understand it is a nursery, so they would give him bottle. They giving him bottle while I am there with my milk wasting out. You're giving me breast pad. You're giving me breast pump to pump my milk and flush in the toilet. Why? And my baby's just 2 minutes away from me.
Okay.
So after that, I really left the afternoon for court, which wasn't so at all because I didn't went to any court. That court phone call was taking me far out of town into the cool parish of Manchester. There I was held against my will for another 4 or 5 months again. You understand? And all those time, I still don't know what really going on.
So let me let me get the understanding of this. So you left your baby in the nursery to go to a court case, and after going, you didn't actually go to a court case. They took you somewhere in Manchester, and they kept you in Manchester for 5 months. So for 5 months you were apart from your baby.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened after that?
After that, I was then again removed from Manchester, now to Clarendon.
Was it a home? Was it another home? Were you taken to another home? Girls' home?
Yes. No. Neither in Mandeville. It wasn't a girls' home. It was a private home. A home of two elderly persons that returned from England. You understand?
Okay.
And in Clarendon, I was placed there with a elderly pastor and his family. So it was a rigmarole thing with my child and myself till late 1992 now. I was told that I can go and look for my family because nobody's coming to get me. The story that was told to them when I was dropped off at the Clarendon home wasn't fed the way it should be fed. And that's when I got myself acquainted somewhere in the same Clarendon with the family of my baby father.
So let me get this straight. So you're saying the next year they let you go, they let you out the next year. So this all happened in a 5 month span, right? So you were saying you left the baby in October, so November, December, January, February, March. So March of the other year was when they released you from the home that you were in.
In Mandeville.
In Mandeville.
Around that time, yes.
Okay. So after you left the home, what did you do next?
After I left the second place that I was withheld, I got help and I located the family of my baby father. And from there, I was still feeling myself to remain hidden because I don't know what really going on, but it was not for long.
So in this, all right, sorry to cut you. So in this time frame, where was your baby father? When after you were released after the 5 months, where was your baby father in that time frame?
Maybe it's still out in St. Catherine.
So the court case that you were supposed to go to discuss the statutory rape that you didn't actually go to, your baby father was not charged?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't charged. He was not being locked up for not even a month either. If I'm remembering clearly about that case, he wasn't even in jail for a month because I not being there and my baby is nowhere to be found.
So
that means there is no evidence for no police officer to have, let me say, an innocent man then standing in front of a judge.
Okay, so was your baby father a prominent man in Jamaica? Why they would give him such leniency? I don't understand.
No, baby father was not a prominent man, just a normal little man who grew up poor in his neighborhood, live out of his Clarendon neighborhood, come to St. Catherine to look a better life.
So, no,
Over.
what kind of job did your baby father do?
He is a carpenter.
He was a
Or
carpenter.
let me say jack of all trade, but he's a carpenter by trade, but he do just about anything in the Andaman area. You understand?
Okay. So did after you found his family, did his family and help you to look for your baby?
Yes. Late 1992, one of his sister and I went to the girl's home. I personally, because she didn't know anything, so she couldn't speak for me. I tell my story as it is, and the lady there, they don't call themselves, even though it's a girl's home, the head there, they are known as superintendent. So the superintendent woman, I met her again in late 1992, and I explained to her who I am and why I am there. We had a brief 10-minute conversation, then she asked us to sit in the waiting area while she go in her office and do what she have to do. In less than 20 minutes, she came back out and she said to me, Stona, I am sorry to let you know that I'm not seeing a record of you even being staying here with us last year at no given time, and I made a phone call by the nursery and they don't have a record of your child there under the name that you stated, but because my child was registered in the RGD, I didn't get the chance. So in the nursery, he was there under my last name. So they tag his foot with a piece of band that cannot be moved unless you scissors it off. And on that is written baby Downer on his right foot. I don't know. It's just a total mystery. It's just a total, really total mystery.
So
madness.
I want to ask you a question, Miss Downer. The person that was at the home, that was the superintendent, what is it? Somebody that you've met before and you know her face?
Yes.
So you met.
She was the one who documented me when I was brought to that place.
So how
When I was brought to that place.
So how?
I reached here at night when office locked and she gone. So in the morning after 10 o'clock when they let me out to go bed and everything, and I have to go and see her. She was the one who documented me.
So she was the one that documented you when you got to the home. So did she say that, oh, I remember you, but there's no document, or she act like she didn't know you?
Not at all. She act like she didn't know me. She act like she didn't know me because, of course, they are all in on this child theft conspiracy. You understand? They're all in on it. And
so
after I went to meet that man in 2001, he said two things to me that keep ripping in my head. He says to me, don't say I say, but I've made my investigation and your child has been given up for adoption. And to tell you the trickiest thing about it, since last month, April, when the Star posted my story and people start reaching out to me, there's a prominent secretary of a public defender that contacted me and tell me, Miss Downer, I wish you will just get a lawyer. Because first and foremost, if you said you went and met with this person at the Oceana Hotel downtown Kingston, that is the home. That is the hotel that the government pay for most of these top-notch government officials to sleep. That's their home away from them home. And that thing till now keep pressing my mind. Why should he ask me to meet him by his home? That's not about it, because you don't know me and I don't know you.
So when you went there and you
Right.
when you went there and you met him, did he identify himself to you with an ID or anything like that? Did he identify himself, or he just told you that my name is so and so and I work for this and that, the government?
He didn't identify. He didn't do it with an ID, but in the room that we were sitting, there was a frame certificate with his name and his portfolio hanging on the wall. So he wasn't lying of who he was, because there was a written certificate like maybe you'd have going on a rum bar to see the license frame in a certain hang on the wall. He had something like that on the wall with his name and his portfolio, his work and whatever. And ironically, he is still sitting in that position. Yes? Because I have
So was he
civilian.
was he the one that encouraged you to get a lawyer, or was somebody else different?
No, I refer that I will get myself a lawyer.
Okay.
And that's when he's encouraging me to take one legal aid lawyer, which way I know legal aid lawyers are they work for you free, because the people's tax money the government used to pay them. So they would never fight me against a government case for me winning it, because they need their pay. I would be a real fool to have a case like this and put a legal aid person on it. Real fool. Unless that person decide that after this case, they will finish with their career. Because if a legal aid lawyer help me to win this case, you can't remain a legal aid lawyer. Government not pay me.
So what?
I'm not in this.
Okay.
So
yeah, finish your finish.
anyone.
Okay. I understand, because I'm a mother too, so I can relate. You just want to find your child. You just want to find out what happened, if your child is okay and safe. I understand. So you coming out and speaking on it, you're not hurting anyone. You just want to find your child, so I can relate. So
So I don't want anyone out there to feel that I am maybe seeking money from this or seeking any gold to dig, because finding my son now will bring me joy. But believe me, the damage has already done. It will always be there, only that I will have him to fit in the hole that the wound has created. But knowing that I missed out on all his childhood days, knowingly that I didn't ask for it, I didn't purposely do it, but rather I was deprived of being a mother to my son, because I was young, I was abandoned by my mother. I have to get rid of a stepfather that was getting very out of his place also. And all of this didn't happen literally because an older man get a young girl pregnant, but because a district constable was carrying a malicious feelings for the guy who got me pregnant, and finding out that my pregnancy, baby born was for him, was his perfect alibi to make his move of revenge on him. And that is why this doesn't sound good, you know. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things I am not speaking in most of my story that I went to the Star. I told the Star every single thing. But I understand for them not having a lawsuit or whatever, they won't mention everything.
Right. They won't put person's name. They won't put the places and stuff like that.
Places and all of that, which I understand and I respect it. Yeah, understand, but let me tell you something. In 1995, the district constable is now deceased. He died in 2015. But the policewoman, she's still there. She got transferred from the station in St. Catherine and she's now at the station in Clarinda. I'm following her closely because I need closure. I need closure. If it's even my child's grave, I need closure. Because I didn't give away my child. I didn't have no reason to do it. I wasn't suffering. I wasn't begging bread. The only thing is that my mother wasn't around at my young age with a young baby on my side. But because we were loved in the community, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but my mother figure wasn't missed. You understand?
Yeah.
Because during the day, I have the big woman them where help me up with the baby, make sure me do everything where a mother should do to a baby and all of that. I had a good place for the child to sleep, only that at 14 I shouldn't be sleeping with a man. You understand? That's the only bad about it. And in 2000 and in 1994, I was walking, 1995, I was walking in the area where this happened in the town. Me and my mom and the district constable, police guy approached my mother because he know that I was very fresh from I was small. And he didn't know what they did. He approached my mom and he said to me, Miss so-and-so, I would have to walk with you. And Nico, oh, she looks cool, so tell her that she not vex with me, man. Tell her that she not vex with me, she not vex with me, she not say me make her son go in a foreign, go and live big life. And I didn't take it for anything because true, I know him because in our community he was like a local boy. Other than a police officer, he was like a local boy. He would come around, sit with the shop, them in the lane and have normal fun with us in there. So, and I know he liked to run his mouth. It was then in 2001 when I made that radio program, Voice Beard, and I got the call from this prominent government man. And he told me that my son has been adopted to Jamaicans living in Canada. My mind flashed back right there and said it can be true, but then again, is it really true? Is it really true, or this is just something to slow down the naive, vulnerable, young, foolish, cake and heel girl on the run? Was my child really being adopted to people living in Canada, or my child is still out there in Jamaica?
But even if your child was being adopted to persons in Canada, it takes a process. There's a process that you have to go through. There's paperwork. There's all of that. So if someone is telling you that your child was adopted by persons in Canada, they should give you the paperwork so you can reach out to these people, and if your child wants to have
Yes.
a relationship with you, he can, because your child wasn't you did not give up your child. You didn't sign away your child. Did they ask you to sign anything?
Nothing, no family, no relatives, and
Right.
that's
So
the
you
question
so you did not sign anything saying that
asked
you're
the
giving
child
away
to
your child.
ask. Yes, I in the first place, my child wasn't registered in the RGD, but they could have done it. They could have done it because the piece of white paper that I get from the Spanish Town Hospital was in the bag that they took me from the girls' home for a court hearing that was not so. That piece of paper was left there in the bag.
So they had that paper.
Yes, they had that paper because, I mean, the bag is not my handbag, and the bag with the baby stuff, that's the bag I took to me when I was going to give birth. And that's the bag I keep taking with me 6-week clinic. Anywhere I go with my baby, phone, anywhere it may have. So literally everything in there, a birth paper of mine was in there, a birth paper of my mom was in there. Because after she moved out, and I was cleaning the house, I find an envelope with some papers, and one of her birth papers was in there that I had with me. So they have everything.
So they had everything. So if they wanted to reach out to one of your family members, they had information where they could get in contact with persons that knew you.
Yeah, and they have all the papers to get the child registered, to get a birth paper to proceed their adoption footage. But I am saying that when a child has a parents alive, they're not orphaned. Does the adoption process goes without these parents or parents?
I'm not quite familiar with how the adoption process goes in Jamaica, but I don't think they can just take your child and give your child up for adoption. And if they are the one that took you to a next home, they know where you are, or they know where you were. So they should have they had all means to reach out to you. So I wanna ask you. Yeah, go ahead. You can finish what you're saying.
And I'm saying that, oh God, what kind of heart can somebody really have to do such an unbearable thing to somebody that didn't even deserve it? I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it. And that build a womb in me right now. My 6-year-old keeps saying, "Mommy, you find me, brother."
So what are the?
Not find me, brother, mommy.
Okay, so you had other kids. What are the ages of the other kids that you had?
So I have 4 kids in Jamaica, and I have 4 kids here in Curacao.
Okay.
And the 4 kids in Jamaica, the stolen one, he will be 29. The one follow him, she already made her 27 last month. The one follow, she will be making 25 November, and the one follow him will be making his 21st birthday next month, I think, 21st or 22. Sometimes my head not even a click.
I understand. So okay.
Babies,
So you had the babies are where you are at in Curacao, right? But what you have 4 other kids in Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay.
My first 4th child is in Jamaica. All of them is for the one guy.
So all of your 4 kids are for this father of the first one that went missing.
Yes, all the 4 Jamaican borns is for the guy in the first born story.
Okay, so after the first one went missing, you started back the relationship with his father. So
Yes,
in all of this,
we
how
met
was
up
it?
back in 1993,
Okay,
and that's when I had my second child.
okay. So in all of this, what role does he play in in finding your oldest child?
Nothing much, because he's never really uh, a push out person like that with none of his kids, because he has older kids from mine also.
Or he has kid? He have older kids other than the four that you have with him.
Yes, my four at the time with him was 9 kids in total he got.
Okay.
So,
So what's your plan moving forward?
well, I've been moving forward for the last 28.5 years with hopes for a happy ending. I still don't see it coming in the physical, but with faith, I am claiming it and I am declaring it and I am living in it. Because with that big man up there, so all things is possible.
Okay, so we're finding your son is concerned. What are your plans? What's your next step?
Okay, my next step, because with the article that went out viral in the Stars Facebook page, and a few videos that I made and posts that I put out, I've been getting 1 and 2 reactions. I have 2 males waiting on me with story maybe fitting mine. Only difference is that on their birth paper, one of them, all biological information is in the RGD is void. It is written unknown.
Okay, so so he wasn't registered, so you have a feeling that he may be that child. Was there any physical feature that could identify your child? Did your child have any features or any
Yes,
birthmark?
the child has a mark and one of his bum bum there behind there. But to tell you the truth, this all happened so fast. I can't recall which side, but on his bottom there's a mark. At once I was saying it was a foot of a chicken, because my mom used to work on a poultry farm and I used to crave for the chicken foot a lot in soup. But an elderly lady that knows more of that told me it's not the foot of a chicken, it's more like a liver spread. And I used to like the liver also with rice, so anything goes.
So with these two young men that you think may be one of your sons, sorry, do they have any such birthmark? Did you find out from them if they have any such birthmark?
One of them told me he will check and get back to me, but he hasn't done so yet. The other one he is kind of a bitter person. He is very angry, don't want to know his mother.
Is he angry? Is he angry at? Okay, so he's angry at you. He's angry at you, or he's angry at the situation.
I think both, because the situation don't have life, and every situation is caused by somebody or something. So if you don't angry at something, you must be angry at somebody.
Okay. But he,
Understand?
but
You
he's,
cannot angry at a pup because a pup cannot reach the angry stage you're in unless somebody caused that pup to put you angry.
but he is
So
willing
I
to.
take it with people.
Okay, but he's willing to find out. He wants to find out
Yes,
if you are
at
his
the
mother.
end of our yes, at the end of our conversation, I convince him that, and I tell him they also let me know he is a prominent businessman. I tell him that is not of my interest, and as a non-diploma or non-certified counselor, I also counsel him and confide in him and tell him that since he have never seen his mother, I would urge him, if someone come around, should someone come around claiming that they are his mother, or I should really prove that I am his mother, just give his mind a chance to sit and listen to the story, because every situation have a story. Every situation have a story, and not every mother will lose them child, or I wouldn't say lose, not every mother, maybe 10 in every 100 mother that gave away their child turn around back and a seek for that child.
And this wasn't the
Not
case
every
with you.
mother do that. And that wasn't the case with me. I didn't give away my child. I lose him by the hands of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, culprit them, and whoever join in. Understand? Everybody know that our justice system in Jamaica is corrupt. There's no joke about that.
Okay.
But I will get to the bottom of it, and that is why, I know I'm gonna need a strong lawyer, I'm gonna need a strong defense. And I also made myself a GoFundMe page to see if I can get a few donations to help me to pay for a lawyer, because I've been saving some money, and the death of my mom in 2016 gone with all of that.
Okay. So world, whoever out there is listening, she has created a GoFundMe page to assist with the search and any other financial needs she may need to find or source her son. So she will be checking on to see if two other persons. So these two guys are in Jamaica, right?
Now, one of them not right now, because he travels for his job, and he traveled to one of the Caribbean country and gets stuck there because of the COVID lockdown. So as soon as flights are back on track, he will be returning to Jamaica.
Okay. So she wants assistance to try and find her son. Also, she wants assistance to pay for lawyer fees or whatever financial expense it may cost for her to get to the bottom of this. So that's why she has created a GoFundMe page. And under this video, her GoFundMe page will be linked, so you can go ahead and donate to her GoFundMe page if you like. Do you have anything else that you want to say as we conclude?
I just wanna thank the Most High God for putting people like you in my life to assist me in spreading the word, assist me in showing the world that I lost my son and I really want to have a connection with him. If it's even his grave will give me closure. Yes, my name is Nicola Downer, and all of this incident took place in the St. Catherine area. And I just want to find closure. And I want to thank you very much, Tanisha, for helping me. May God continue blessing you, guiding you. I pray the Most High God will send angels to cover over your children and your family, over your household. May your food basket never go empty. Because I want to let you know that God works in mysterious ways, wonders He will perform. You never had to contact me tonight, but the Lord used you for a purpose. And as the time goes by, we will see why you made this effort. Thank you very much.
No problem. And we will also check up and follow up on the story as soon as this thing blows over and you're able to go back home to Jamaica to try and figure it out. We'll also let the public know about the process, how it is going, and if you're getting any result. It was great speaking to you. Continue to pray for you, and hope everything work out well in your favor. I know you're keeping your hopes up. You would really love to find your son alive, and we as the public would also love if that was the case as well. So we're keeping positive, and that's what we're hoping for. So have a great night, and thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. Bye-bye.
I think more
Alright.
because the situation.
The photos shown in this video are 3 of her other kids from the same father. So she just wanted to put their pictures out there, that if someone out there feels like they resemble these other 3 kids, they can check it out and see if they're related. Contacts for her will be left in the description below, so you can get in contact with her if you have any information, or if you feel like you may be that child that she's looking for. Hey world, it's Island Gone Viral. Let's keep you up to date on what's happening in Jamaica and other parts of the